Hello, welcome. Welcome. My name is Aladin. Thank you for joining me, and I hope everybody is having a lovely evening or afternoon, wherever you are. Today we have another guest, another interesting special guest, like many guests that I had previous to that, and we're going to talk about how acupuncture can improve your health. Now, before we start, have you ever do you suffer from stress, or have you got aches and pains, or do you have any problems with sleep or bloating or circulation? There's so many. Most of us are going through kind of a lot of health issues, but today, looking at alternative ways that you could actually look at other ways to improve, get treatments and improve your health. And the majority of us are actually using medication. We go to doctors, we get a prescription, and we get medication for that. And due to that, most of us get side effects. So, and maybe have you ever thought of looking at something else, another kind of therapies or treatments, just like acupuncture or herbs? So today I've got a special guest who's got many years of experience in acupuncture and herbs, and he's going to share his knowledge and experience with us, everybody, and he'll actually give us some tips how to improve our health. Please welcome Dr. Ruishan Leo. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for coming on to my show, and thank you for your time.
I'm happy here.
I've known you for quite a few years, and we actually became very good friends. And you've actually taught me a lot of things about herbs, and I've actually went to you for a lot of acupuncture treatments for myself. And this is the reason I've asked you to come on, because I saw the benefits of getting acupuncture over this last few years, and because I personally don't like taking medication and a lot of pills and things like that. I just personally feel that it's not really good for our bodies, and I'm always looking at new ways to kind of try things, and natural new way to organic things to try, and because I do feel our body would actually respond better if we kind of go in that direction. So maybe most of us, or maybe few of us, don't know what acupuncture is. Maybe can you give us a wee bit background about acupuncture and how it kind of came about, in a sense?
Okay. Acupuncture originated thousand years of ancient China.
Ancient China,
yes.
Yeah.
After 1,000 years developing, of course, no acupuncture knowledge is much richer than before. Ancient Chinese people find on the body some special point can have some treatment function. For example, at ancient, when a person suffers stomach pain, when he fell down, hurt his leg, but his stomach pain disappeared. So ancient Chinese people find, on the leg have some special point can treat the stomach pain. After 1,000 years practice, ancient Chinese people find a system. Every body have 14 meridians. The meridians serve as a pathway for support blood, nutrition, oxygen, like that. If the meridian blockage, the body will have problem, because the muscles, ligament, even organs can't get enough blood, nutrition. This causes pain or different symptoms. Ancient Chinese people find we just stimulate some key point on the meridians, the symptom will automatically reduce or disappear. So this, after so then the years practice became today the acupuncture. Today we just use needles, stimulate the body some key point. We can treat nearly all kind of illness.
Okay, so I know that you were a bit worried about your English, so I'm going to slightly give people maybe didn't understand slightly there, but what you were basically saying is that our body's got some meridian points. Some people might call it energy points, depends how they look at it. But and in that sense, thousands of years ago in China, they discovered that if somebody fell and hurt their leg, they felt pain in their tummy. So they found that there's a linkage between the knee and the tummy. So that means that they looked into, and there was that's when they found the kind of meridian lines that kind of link the knee to the tummy kind of thing.
Yes.
So it's a system that was, they found, and they saw that everything was linked up. The organs was linked up to the eyes, and parts like for example, maybe the kidney to the eye. Or,
yes, like that.
It's like that. So that's how acupuncture came about. It's just a system in the body. They found that everything was linked up, and if you could treat one part, you can, it could improve another part.
The meridian, connect each other from interior to exterior, from upper to lower, like that.
Like that, And it's been, as you said, it's been there for thousands of years, and people have been using that for so long, and it's been proven. That's why it wouldn't be there if if it didn't work. So, especially in China, they've been using it every day. It's a normal for them. It's a normal thing to get acupuncture.
Honestly, we use acupuncture very popular in China. Chemical medicine came to China only last 200 years.
Okay.
But China have more than 5,000 years history. During the long history, Chinese people just use herbals and acupuncture. We can treat nearly all kind of illness, all kind of illness. Even today, every hospital have two kind of doctor, modern Western doctor and traditional Chinese doctor. As patient, you can choose anyone.
So, as I said, in China, it's very popular, and it's a normal thing, and they use it with the herbs and the acupuncture. And I know when I was speaking to you in the past, and we always chat about a lot of things and talk about, because I'm very curious about in Chinese medicine. It's something I'm interested in, the thing is that your viewers will actually find out that he's actually got he's going to do some acupuncture on my hands later on, so please keep tune in, and it's not painful. I've had it before, but he's going to demonstrate it on myself. That's what you do. So you've got some needles. We'll do that later on. So what kind of treatments? If people came to you can you help a lot of people with different kind of illness or issues when they come to you? Like for example, stress. Majority of in the Western society are suffering from stress. And do you get a lot of clients with stress? And if you do treat, what points do you put the needles and kind of thing?
Okay, yes. Honestly, acupuncture can help a lot of people, include a wide area. For example, like stress. According to Chinese medical system, liver in charge emotion. If people's liver meridian blocked, easily causing emotion problem like stress, easily angry, or easily sad. We just stimulate the liver meridians, promote the function, then the symptom will reduce or get better. like this. I just find the liver meridian, then depend on the patient's tongue color and pulse reading, we can diagnose what causing this problem. Then we can decide which acupoint we should choose.
Okay, yeah. So viewers might think of stress linked to liver. That is totally different, because we think about stress in our head, we think, oh my God, but this is maybe where maybe some people might want to detox their liver if they're getting angry or frustrated. So,
I need to explain to you. Traditional Chinese medical system totally different modern Western medical system. Just what I said, the liver is a system, not the organs.
Yeah, because when I went to you to get acupuncture, I realized when you put the needles in, I could actually sense other parts of my, like for example, you know, especially, I can't remember one point you put in my hand, I could feel it in my head, and you know, those points, so I could actually sense, I could feel sensations in parts of my body. But if you put one on my, I think on my toe, and I could feel it in other parts of the body.
Yes, it's true. Because the meridian like a line from head to foot, from hand to head, like that. So, for example, some meridian from hand to head, if you put needles stimulate on the hand, can do treatment for like headache or the top of the body problems. Upper, yeah.
Some people might be scared of needles, because acupuncture is about putting needles in. And initially, when I went to see you, I thought, oh, I'm not too keen in needles. But when you put the first needle in, I thought, I couldn't feel anything. It was just a wee kind of niggle slightly at the beginning when you put it in, and you left me, and it was fine. It was nothing. It's just like I was feeling very relaxed. Obviously, as you said, you know, the size of the needles depends on the condition that you're treating. You know, but I would say to the viewers, it's not, you know, if you want to try it, you know, I would suggest that, you know, just go and have a session with Dr. Ruishan Leo here. But I'm just saying that it's people might, I mean, some people might be scared of needles, and that might put them off.
Acupuncture, normally no pain. Of course, it depends on the doctor's experience. If a new doctor, maybe a little pain, but as a rich experienced doctor, normally no pain. And after thousand years developing, acupuncture like trees, there are a lot of branches. For example, like abdominal acupuncture, eye acupuncture, ankle wrist acupuncture, and even belly button acupuncture. Yeah. For example, abdominal acupuncture, totally no pain. We only put the insert the needles slightly, immediately. You can feel different. Normally, for example, the pain, at once it can reduce or disappear. But patients nearly no any feeling, totally no pain. Of course, some special acupuncture, for example, like electric. Sometimes if the problem lasts a long time, we use electric machine, make the function stronger. That will like a little shooting. But when insert the needles, most if after 2 to 3 weeks practice, no pain. Even like 7 or 8 years old children, they can stand
it.
Yeah.
Now, do you do acupuncture for weight loss? People
Yes,
want
we
to lose
do.
weight.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So how effective is that?
Oh, This firstly, I need to explain why people fat and fat.
Oh, people.
Sorry.
That's what I.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
on weight.
Yeah. And with,
yes,
like this.
Yeah.
This related the digestive system.
Digestive system.
According Chinese medical system, spleen in charge digestive system. So if the spleen function not work properly, it causes fat or skinny. For example, if the spleen meridian block, the spleen meridian can't support enough nutrition, this causes the digestive system work slowly. A lot like water retention, toxins store in the body. This causes the body weight bigger and bigger. What I should do with that for more inside clear the like dampness toxin and use acupuncture stimulate the spleen meridians. Yeah, if the meridians flow good enough, the weight will tend to nature. No fat, no skin. Yeah.
So when I'm just listening to you there, that we got somebody. How does somebody get over the fear of needles? How does somebody get over the fear? So you must have get a lot of people with, like, as we discussed previously, I think Rifat just came in a bit later on, fear of needles. So there must be other treatments. I mean, if they're not going to do the acupuncture, I'm sure, I mean, maybe subscribed to herbs, using herbs and cupping and all that things, other things. So if I came to you and I was scared of needles, I mean, you can't do acupuncture on me unless you use something else.
Like this situation, firstly, I will explain to my patients, or maybe show some to my assistant, do some example for them. For example, I can use abdominal acupuncture because there's totally no pain. If they very scared for needles, I would like to choose herbal remedy or other way to do treatment. For example, cupping therapy, more moxibustion, or like medical massage, like that. We still can get it work.
Okay, so there's all other alternatives to other than needles. But Rifat actually came in a bit late, but he's going to actually do some acupuncture on my hands today, so you could maybe watch. But it isn't painful, trust me, it isn't. I see, as she was saying that you could, doing it on the tummy is, you can't feel anything. I mean, I got it a few times from yourself. It's like, I couldn't feel anything. You just see needles, but other than that, kind of, you're relaxing and that kind of.
Yes, because abdominal acupuncture, we only put and we use tuber needles. When put in, only slightly, not too deep. Is the needles normally not touch the muscle.
Okay.
So it's very slightly. So totally no pain.
But then, there are people just look at a needle. If you go to a doctor's for blood, to get your blood test and all this, like, oh my God, looking at it. I usually look away. I think that's painful. Acupuncture isn't, because as I've been to you a few times and I couldn't feel anything. But as I said, some people are kind of fear of needles. So there are alternative things to do, like, as you said, herbs and cupping and various other things that could, try as well.
I think acupuncture, the needles are different. Injection is very thin.
Yes, very thin.
Yeah,
yes.
And when they do injection, normally the needles should insert to the muscle.
Okay.
Sometimes, like abdominal acupuncture, we needn't insert so deep. So it's
Okay,
different.
do you want to take a couple of your needles out and
Okay.
just try it on my
Yeah.
arm to show the viewer size?
Okay, we have different size needles.
Ooh.
Like this. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, you've got different size.
yeah. Normally this is 1 inch.
See that? Yeah.
Like that.
Maybe put that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
And we have a tuber.
Yeah.
If patient scare pain, we use tuber. Sometimes I needn't the tuber at all because I practice this a long time.
So which one are you going to use on me? Is that which one are you
I
going to
think I can use it.
Yeah.
Well, we have different
Okay.
sizes.
So maybe try 3 or 4 on me and see how it goes.
I show you how to use tuber acupuncture.
Okay.
Firstly,
Wow.
because the needles only be used for one time. Yeah, take the tubers.
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
Yeah, then I take
So anybody who hasn't
one
tried
needle. Yeah,
acupuncture, here you go. Just
like here.
yes.
I find this
Sure.
is Yangming meridian from here to here. Yeah, I put the needles in like this.
Okay.
Then press.
I
You
didn't
feel
feel
pain?
it. No, I didn't feel a thing.
Okay. Then
You take that
I
out.
take the tuber out. I need to put it in.
As you can see,
Yeah.
it's very,
When my
very
finger
thin.
have a special feeling,
Yeah.
yeah, it show your body reaction for my treatment for the needles. Then it's the property, level. I can stop it.
Yeah. So you can see that there's a very thin needle. I mean, it's like hairline. You know.
Yeah.
You can't even see it.
Yeah.
at all.
This. Yeah.
It looks like a small like hair.
Like this.
Yeah. And as I said, I did not feel anything. And you know, if you put like 100 on me, I would just sit there and not feel anything at all. It's amazing. It's amazing. But it's I mean, I'd rather do this than take a lot of pills, to be honest with you. And this does not have side effects. That's a good
No
thing
any side
about
effect. Acupuncture totally is a nature way to treatment. For example, if the patient suffer like hyperfunction, acupuncture can help they come down. If the patient have like a weakness problem, acupuncture can make them stronger. So this only can help them to normal, no any side effect. Because we put needles in, take needles off. Yeah. Do you want I take needles off? Yeah, like this. Yeah. No bleeding,
nothing.
no pain. And for example, we do treatment for pain. In the UK, a lot of people suffer like low back pain, muscle pain. If they go to see a local doctor, normally local doctor will give them different painkillers. But as a traditional Chinese doctor, we never use painkiller. We just find which meridian have problem. We use needles, stimulate the meridian, unblock the stagnation, the pain will go away. And this normally, if they be improve a good level, this is forever. Not back again. Yeah.
So that's one of the smallest needles that you've used on me. So there's different sizes of needles, as you said, depends on the condition and things like that.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest needle you can use, and what condition does what condition
I think for me recently the biggest needles like this.
Yeah.
Only the serious condition, for example, very serious sciatica.
Sciatica. Okay.
Sometimes, not always. For me.
We've got another lady who had a sore neck at the base of the skull, like an electric shock type pain on and off for 25 years or so. Nothing showed up in MRI. Would acupuncture help? Would that acupuncture help because she's a sore neck at the base of the skull here? And it's like an electric shock type that she's been feeling. Would that acupuncture help if she,
Definitely. Use acupuncture to treatment for shoulder pain, neck pain. This is very quick and good. For example, recently I often use abdominal acupuncture. When I put the needles in, 8 once, the patient can feel the pain reduce or totally disappear. According to my experience, do abdominal acupuncture for neck pain or shoulder pain. First time, no guarantee, but more than 95%. First time I can reduce the pain around 80%. Second time, nearly 90%. Normally after 3 treatments, I can control the pain.
So you have to go back for a few sessions, a few treatments, because as you said, the first treatment you might find about 80% reduction in pain, and then obviously further treatments. It does take time.
This lady, because suffer this problem long time. If only suffer short time, one time enough. If suffer long time, need some more treatment. So, even after 3 treatment, maybe they need some more treatment, consolidate the good condition. Normally, a standard course is 6 times. This just for the long time suffer the problem.
Okay, I hope that's helped, Liz. Obviously, what Dr. Ruishan is saying is that it actually will help if you saw maybe get some acupuncture. Got nothing to lose. I said you need to try. And I always say it has no side effects, so why not try it?
Yes, because
that's
if you never try, you never understand.
Never try, you never understand.
Like back pain or neck pain. Sometimes I will do a cupping therapy as well.
Cupping one. So I know NHS. Some of the hospitals, they offer acupuncture, and I know a friend of mine who was referred by the GP to acupuncture, but they get trained here. But I just feel that you've come from China. You've been 17 years of experience there, then 10 years here. So I prefer to go to you because the experience level you have, and plus, acupuncture is from China. It's been originated from China, and I'd rather go to somebody who's actually got that experience of that.
As a traditional Chinese doctor, every doctor, the knowledge, skills different. So some will work properly, some not work properly. Local doctor do acupuncture, I don't think have same function like a Chinese doctor.
I suppose you've been brought up in that environment, and it's been there when you're growing up. Acupuncture has been used, and everybody uses it in China, so it's a norm, and you get used to it, and obviously the depth of knowledge is far greater there than here. So this is the reason I went, because I feel that you. I've spoken to you. As I said, I've known you for many years, so I kind of trust you, and I trust you with my health. So
I had treated a lot of patients. They had accept acupuncture by local doctor, but when they follow me do treatment, they find very surprised. So different. For example, local doctor do acupuncture. For example, if headache, they put needles on headache. Maybe I put needles on stomach or on the foot. Sometimes a little different.
Another thing you were saying to me is that the people come to you. The ladies are trying to have a baby, and maybe they're getting a lot of treatments, to get pregnant. And I know that you've got clients that have come to you and they had treatments from you, and next minute they're pregnant.
This month in I think 2 weeks ago, I treated a lady suffer infertility. She is owner of a restaurant. She have one girl. She want another one, but nearly 7 years they can't have a baby, so they ask help. I checked her pulse, her tongue color. I find his kidney function in a low level, is weak. In Chinese culture, kidney in charge pregnant, and the woman problems. So
you're basically saying is if the kidney is not functioning properly, that may be that's a possibility, could be a cause of the people not the ladies maybe not getting pregnant.
Yes,
related to that pregnancy,
yes.
problem issues.
So I use needles to stimulate her kidney meridian and the Ren meridian.
We've got Liz here who's going to book for next week. She's going to book one next week. Thank you.
Welcome you. The lady, same time, I gave her some herbal remedy. I find her tongue for color is thick and white.
Yes.
This is a sign for some dampness toxin in her body. So we use herbals clear the dampness from her body.
So let's people maybe want to understand what do you mean dampness? Dampness in the body. It's like, I suppose if you put the way I think is like if you've got a furnace and you've got wood which is damp, it's been in the rain so long and it's wet, and if you put it into the furnace, the fire dies. The fire doesn't really, you can't make the fire more kind of, what the word I've kind of lost there, but it's basically using dry wood to burn the fire rather than using damp wood. So the body, when you say dampness, this is what I'm trying to understand. So the body, if it's damp, that means maybe it's too much water in your system, or is it, what do you mean by dampness?
Dampness is show the digestive system not work properly. Some extra water.
Is it over more fluid maybe in the system than it should be? Is that what you mean? Or maybe you have to put in more food with maybe more heat in it. Is that what you say?
Normally, Chinese medical system use different theory. For example, if the patient suffer like diarrhea, very thick white color tongue fur, and the pulse very soft, like this said, we call it caused by dampness. Sorry, because my English is not perfect, a little difficult for me to explain.
That's okay, because I do understand what you're just trying to make the viewers.
So we just use herbals from inside, clear the dampness, use acupuncture, stimulate her kidney and the meridian. At first, we make a treatment plan is for 2 to 3 months. I think because her period not regular, at first 1 to 2 months I will regular her period. After that, I will do some treatment nourish her kidney, then pregnant. But it's very surprised. Only after 2 weeks. I gave her herbals, haven't finished yet. She pregnant.
Okay, so we're going to briefly talk about herbals. Before we do talk about the herbs I use, I just want to tell the viewers that I've got herbs, herbal teas, one for digestive, and we're actually giving out samples for people to try it and get some feedback. And quite a few people actually I've sent out to, and not many left. And so if somebody wants to try the herbal teas, one for digestive tea, I've got one for weight loss support and one for menopause. So please message me on my Facebook page or contact me, and just kind of I'll obviously get some details of you. But those teas we've actually created by our herbalist, and we're actually trying out and just getting some feedback from people to see if they like it or not. So that'd be great. Yes. Rifat was saying your English is good.
Oh, thank you, but I don't think so.
Well, that's what you think.
Thank you
I'm
for
sure.
your
But yeah. So the herbals that I have has been created by the herbalist here, but the herbs that you kind of give out is I've seen. How many herbs have you got? 100 or something, or 200 herbs in your clinic?
In my clinic, honestly, we only have around 300 different herbals.
Oh wow!
But if in my homeland in China, we normally a clinic need have nearly 600 different herbals. Yeah. Maybe 500 herbals and some like animals. Yeah. In China, we use some animals like a snake. We do treatment.
But you don't have it here. You don't
yeah,
don't do it
but
here.
in the UK, because the UK government forbidden us use that, we totally don't use that.
So it's all kind of plant-based and nuts and all spices. You've got. I've noticed because I've tried your herbals and it's been amazing for my health. I went for circulation-wise, but it's really good for the circulation. Especially, I'm saying for one thing, but there's so many things that herbs can help with. But it's your herbs, the herbs you've given me is totally different. Like it's not like this small packets like here. It's quite kind of bulky and big, and and the roots are huge and things. So yeah.
Normally as a traditional Chinese doctor, we prescribe herbs depend on patient's tongue color and the pulse reading. Mm-hmm. After tongue reading and pulse reading, we can decide what causes the problem, and then we can decide how to do treatment. Then we know how we know which herbals I should give to my patient, like that.
So the herbs that you give, usually you need to boil it for a certain time.
Oh, we have different.
It's a different.
The classic herbals we call the raw herbal. This it need a bowl. After bowl, drink the herbal tea. But now a lot of people very busy. They haven't time to boil herbals. We have some herbal powder. Use like coffee. Just use hot water, soak, stir it directly. Save a lot of time. Yeah. Have same effect.
Same effects. Yeah. Okay. So you've got that. You're right. People are busy, so they want something quick. So anything, put in like powder into water. So another thing you was mentioning there quickly, we could maybe go over. You said the way you diagnose somebody is through looking at somebody's tongue and taking the pulse.
Yes.
And I know you've taught me looking at because I do in the morning now, because the best way, maybe get somebody a tip, maybe viewers could try this, when they get up in the morning, and the best time to look at your tongue when you get up in the morning. It tells you more about your health.
Yes.
In the morning before you brush your teeth and things.
Yeah, in ancient, if the best way is when people wake up, not get up yet. We check for the pulse. It's very good, exactly. But this is difficult. As a doctor, you can't go every time to patient's home to check. So normally, if, for example, patient come to my clinic, after like 2 to 5 minutes rest, the pulse will, like the heart will beat normal. After that, we can check. After check the pulse, we can go to some information.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I mean, as I said, people could check the pulse, but I think that ideally looking at your tongue in the morning in the mirror before you brush your teeth would be giving some indication. Because something that you taught me, said, Aladin, look at it. And I actually got used to it, and now I could look at my health, and I'm thinking, oh my God. I realized that my health has improved since last I saw you.
Yes,
you know?
I not only do treatment for patients, I would like to teach my patients how to pay attention to their health condition. For example, check their tongue color. For example, some people, the tongue have some marks. This is show poor circulation. Normally, if I do treatment for them, I will tell you can check your tongue yourself. Normally, after a few days treatment, the marks will reduce or disappear.
Thank you.
So people themselves can find it.
Okay, thank you for that. So we're running out of time, but where can people find you or contact you? You've got a Facebook page, yeah? Is it called Glasgow Herbs and Acupuncture page or something?
Yes, acupuncture, Glasgow Acupuncture
and
herbalist.
Page, you've got that. And obviously you're based in 300 High Street, Glasgow. That's people could come and see you there, your clinic.
Yes, normally like from internet, Google 300 High Street, Glasgow. Everyone can find my clinic and my website. Even search my name, they can find me too. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Ruishan. Thank you for that, for coming on and sharing your knowledge and your experience. And I'm sure the viewers have actually gained something from today. I know I have, since I've met Dr. Ruishan Lee for a few years, and I've learned so much from him, and I've become more aware of my health because of you, because you made me aware of it more of.
I'm happy to talk with you, and I welcome every patient to visit my clinic. I will try my best to help every my patient.
I know for a fact that you're very passionate about helping people. That's what I love about you. And I remember what you said to me. It's not about money. It's about I'm a doctor. I'm here to help people, and if I could help as many as I can, that's something that you really, really enjoy. So thank you. Thank you for coming, and I really appreciate what you've been doing, and what you're doing for your patients and what you've done for me. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you've actually gained something from today. The idea of my show is to share some knowledge and insight, and so we could become more aware of what's out there, and maybe let us allowed to make other choices than what we've been told. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But thank you everybody coming on. I'll have another special guest next week, and she'll be talking about mindfulness. So thank you everybody, and have a magical day.
You can have a dream.